let me give you full context of this video because I can't find the full clip. But this is a rainbow man, and he believes that his gaydar, right, goes off the same way that he sees another gay black man. He believes it's the same energy of rainbow, rainbowness. If he sees that, if he sees a black man that exclusively dates white women, he believes they are both gay. So basically, in his words, and what you're going to see from the woman that responds to him and agrees with him, they believe black men that like white women are secretly down low. You can't make this stuff up, fellas. Now, it's funny how that video doesn't get flagged for jealousy, racism, homophobia. It's interesting how that works, but I'm gonna let it play.
And a straight black man who almost exclusively likes white.
I can't tell the difference either. I can't. I really can't. It just really be something about their aura. Like, I promise y'all, just something about their aura that just gives it off. And why is it so hard to tell? Like, I'm finally glad somebody has put this into words, y'all, because I thought mine was broken for a long time.
And a straight black man who...
I already can debunk that argument off of just common sense, but like I said, I got to put it in terms where black people can understand. First of all, this is a very racist post. So because a black man likes a white woman, he has the same energy as a gay man. That you can't tell the difference between a gay man and a black man that likes that prefers to be with white women. First of all, I can already debunk that. Look at Atlanta. Atlanta got the most down low ninjas in the country. Atlanta has the most down low ninjas in the country, and they don't mess with white women at all. Many of them do not mess with white women. Most of them mess with black women, because we already know most black men mess with black women. So all those down low ninjas in Atlanta, which is a high population, or just of gay, of rainbow ninjas, we already know Atlanta is one of the few places in the country where it's primarily black. What's your excuse? What's your excuse then? What's your excuse for Atlanta? And basically any other, or how about DC? DC, I'm gonna give that another, a high population of rainbow ninjas. They don't be messing with white women. This is like, first of all, I don't, like I said, this is a racist post, and this is a homophobic post. But it's like, first of all, the man in here that said what he said, his theory. You know what? Let me not say what I had to say, because look, I'm gonna start. Anybody has watched Watch Dogs? anybody has played the video game Watch Dogs? I'm about to prove a point real quick, because I come from a different. I come from like the last of the era where people were getting hazed and getting their hands put on for talking nonsense. Hold on, let me bring Lucky. Do you remember Lucky Quinn from Watch Dogs? Do y'all remember this character? I don't know if I can. I'm about to bring this man up, boy. I'm about to bring this man up. I'm about to bring up Lucky Quinn from Watch Dogs. Do you remember when he was talking to Chirac, the black gang leader, and he was fucking up? Lucky called him out for fucking up. He said, "Hey," and he was frank with Chirac too. Or it was his name was no, I think his name was Iraq. And he was frank with him. He said, "Bro," he told him, "Boy, back in my day, we shot him between the eye. So stop fucking around with me." Right. Now that's racist as hell. But a lot of y'all rainbow ninjas, y'all need to stop. y'all really need to stop with the nonsense. Because first of all, I already know what you're doing. You're pandering. Second of all, you sound like you're single mammy. So this sounds like something that one of your numerous female relatives have probably said something similar when you were a kid. Your single mammy has probably said something like this when you were a kid, and you're just trying to pander to that group. You know, that's my theory on that end. But I will say, like I said, I'm not threatening violence, but guys like you back in the day did not have a say. Guys like you did back in the day did not have a say. So to put that stuff out there, first of all, like I said, it's racist and it's homophobic. And the woman that responded to this and agreed with this and doubled down on this is the imagine being that desperate to shame a group of men that you don't even fuck with. They're going out their way to shame a group of men that they don't even mess with, that they were never going to give a chance. Being mad if there's a certain group of men that only mess with white women. Like you'll have these videos, right? And it's always a black broad talking about these D1 athletes, they only like white women. I'm like, so what? I don't even care if they're racist. So why don't you find a black man that fucks with black women? There's plenty of them. But no, you're only concerned about that certain group because y'all are some gold digging, money hungry demons. Like it is, like it shows. So now, according to you two clowns, right?
Who almost exclusively likes white.
I can't tell the difference either. I can't.
So according to you two clowns, you can't tell the difference between a chili dog. Let me be nice. You can't tell the difference between a butt pirate and a black man that dates a white woman. You believe that their gaydar, it's the same energy. So basically, in your mind, a black man that prefers to date white women is gay. This is, bruh. You know, at one point, like I said, at one point, people just end up just washing your hands. Like you'll hear women talk now. Now I'm talking about all races now. Like you hear women will say their theories. They will talk, or rainbow men will say their theories, and you understand why people were the way that they were back in the day. You completely get it now, or you completely get why like women weren't even allowed to talk because like what. And then they're just like putting it. It's not like them. They're not even drunk or anything. They just think this is gospel to them. Now here we are. This same broad that's talking ish, right? This same broad that's talking ish. Watch this. Her profile. The main broads that be talking ish. Her profile. She got a blonde wig on, or she dyed her hair blonde. You're technically she's trying to cosplay as a white woman. She's trying to cosplay as a white woman. She put the filter on to make her look lighter than she really is. But in her mind, a black man that likes white women is gay. But here she is. She's trying to cosplay as a white woman. Fake hair, blonde wig at that. I mean, bruh. The mental illness, the sickness. This is a sickness. The mental illness with these broads, bro. This, you got a picture of, first of all, she's overweight. That's another thing too. That's a whole other issue. And I'm sorry, you can't shame men into liking what they like. Men have their preferences. Women have their preferences. Women can say, "Oh, I can only mess with a man that got good D game," or "I only can mess a man with if what's it, tall, dark, and handsome," right? And I'm not compromising my preferences. All that stuff. And it just be and most of the time, men don't really eliminate women off of things that she can't control. Now, the few things that she probably can't control, which is probably race, which a lot of men don't say out loud who they prefer racially wise. They don't say anything because they know the shaming language that's going to come with it. And I also believe this. I believe black men, you shouldn't be afraid to say, here's another picture of her cosplaying as a white woman, right? the irony. Anyway, right? I think that if you're a black man, you should even be afraid to say, look, I prefer light-skinned women. You shouldn't even be afraid to say that. Or I prefer white women. I prefer this. Don't be afraid, because women, I'm talking about women of all races are quick to pre-qualify you, disqualify you, right, over things that you cannot control. Even when they talk about the whole money thing, only a certain amount of men can make a certain amount of money, especially in America. So even that, on that end, you can't even control the money part. Really, not like what normies think. right? But women usually disqualify guys over things that they cannot control, things that are literally out of their control. So if you're a man, don't be afraid to do the same thing. You know what I mean? And even then, when it comes to me, there's a lot of what I qualify or disqualify. These are things is well in a woman's control, like her weight, her personality, how she talks to people. Me personally, I don't even, bro. In 2024, I don't go by face, really. Not like that. Now, obviously, if you're like doing swiping on dating apps, then yeah, right. But like I said, if you may have a pretty face, but if you're a single mom, you're not you're not qualified. Bottom line. So a lot of the things that I like, even me, I'll just be like me, what I do, I literally like, okay, are you a single mom? Okay, no, all right, good. I believe everything because the bar is so low nowadays. All I literally ask for now, I'm like, is she? I don't even say if she's fat anymore because most women are fat. So it's like whatever. So I'll just be like, are you a single mom? And obviously, are you around my same age range, right? But I'm like, the first thing I ask, I'm like, do you have a kid already? and I believe everything else is negotiable. That's how fair I am. That's how fair most men are like that, especially nowadays. They're just like, okay, do you at least have the decency? Like now, most men are just like now coming to the table, like, do you at least have the decency to not be bringing another kid into this equation? That's how low the bar is. But they say that the bar is low when it comes to what men need to do and stuff. Nah. Oh man, and so you're gonna have a lot of people that were agreeing with her in the comments. As a 43-year-old trans, skip. Talk about you a 43-year-old transform. What do you mean? You a 43-year-old grown ass man? Goodbye. I don't even want to hear what you got to say because if you are a transformer, you are mentally ill. Bottom line, and I don't even want no. There's not even no debate on that end. You're a man that's cosplaying as a woman, and you think that's what you are. That's mentally ill. that's a mental illness. I don't even go OD on the like say the gays or the carpet munchers. I don't if you're living in your truth and you do that, I won't even call you mentally. I'll be like, well, that's what he or she likes to do. But particularly when you talk about the transformer community, that's just mental illness. That's just mental illness. You don't even know who you are. Let me see. Oh Lord. They said because they want to get pegged and they're scared to ask us. Oh Lord. But like I said, this is shout out to this person here. He said this is jealousy, racism, and homophobia in one post. No flags, no threat, no Instagram threatening to delete your account. You should see the post, the comments that I've made where I got a Instagram, what I got a notice from Instagram talking about, oh, you like the stuff that I've been suspended for on Instagram. I'm gonna do like a slideshow because I done saved, like I've done screenshots of these things. I'm like, so people reported that. I'll talk about like you don't even curse. I remember one post I was talking about myself and I got my account temporarily suspended. I was like, he said somebody said y'all some haters. Facts. Like I said, she's a hater. And then the irony is her profile pic. She's cosplaying as a white woman, trying to mimic what kind of hair they got. And she's talking about, oh, you gay if you like white women. What kind of oh man, Lord have mercy. And shout out, this is a black woman commenting right here. She says, at this point, women and posers say anything to belittle the black man and how he moves and chooses to be with. Like I said, like black men get like the de-policing, right? Like I think, and I don't care if white people get mad at this. I think the black men, in terms of, I believe what we're true victims of is dick policing. People are always wondering what a black man's dick is in. I'm talking about of all races, genders, black women, white men, white women. They're always wondering where black men's penises are. If you go on these conservative pages, it's all about who a black dude is messing with sexually. Anytime a black man is in a couples like if he's doing a if there's like a couples video or Instagram account of couples of a black man with any other race of women, it's met by hate. Is mad hate comments. Like the dick policing that goes on with black men is criminal. It's absolute. I'm talking about absolutely criminal. Absolutely criminal. The dick policing that people do to black men. It's absolutely criminal. I'm talking about everybody's guilty of this, including other black men, including other black men. But like, yeah, like that, like we're victims of that. Like we're like true victims of depolicing. I remember somebody was trying to be in my chat and said black women suffer from the same thing when they go with white men. I'm like, black women haven't been lynched for for screwing white men. That's never happened in the history of time. I could be wrong, but I'm talking about black men would literally get castrated or just the accusation of a black man being with a white woman is enough to literally get the neighborhood burned down. That's literally what happened with the Black Wall Street, right? They were talking to some for some reason, white women came up as a topic, and then unfortunately, one of the black journalists said something about white women because one of the white dudes of the time was saying, "Oh, we can't have them around our women, and our women aren't basically our women aren't safe around black men." And then the black journalist flamed basically threw gasoline, on a match, right? Sorry, threw a match on the on littered gasoline by saying, "Oh, well, really, the white women, they know what they're doing. They're the ones being around us. You got to." He's basically told them that you got to tell them to stop being around us. And because of that, them white dudes came out in full force and took and burned down the establishments just because of that. Just because of that. Like like I said, the depolicing of black men has been just like I'm talking about internationally criminal, absolutely criminal. And but this sister, she got to understand, like, look, you can't shame a man into liking you, because that's really what it is. You know what I mean? But and mind you, even if you're not attracted to that guy, so why do you care? Why do you care if he comes across as gay and all this stuff? Then why do you care if he wasn't attracted to him in the first place? But like I said, that's another weird thing that people are starting to really understand about women, like particularly when it comes to, like, the passport bros and whatnot, where it's a group of men that they would have never dated, they never would have given them the time of day, but that they decide to go somewhere else, and it's a problem. Or almost so, it's so bad where you got these women following these passport bros to where they're going and spreading their effing propaganda over there. It's absolutely wild. Or you'll have white women over at these Asian countries basically say, "Oh, why is this average white dude with this Asian?" Like, I'm like, bro. So I'm like, okay, you find a mid, and he finds somebody else. Why is that a problem? It's that's just a sickness that really women have. But like I said, the depolicing of black men over the centuries, absolutely criminal. Absolutely.